Everyone's talking about Gen Z skipping college for safe trade jobs, no debt, six-figure potential, total freedom. But what if I told you it's all a myth? What if new data reveals the shocking reality of these so-called golden ticket careers? On this episode of The Secret Rules of Money, we'll expose the surprising findings behind America's happiest and unhappiest jobs. From the glamorous world of plumbing to the electrifying career of, electricians, we'll pull back the curtain and reveal what the data doesn't tell us. Make sure to watch until the end because trust me, you won't want to miss this. But before we start, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on any money secrets we uncover. Okay, let's dive in. It's a plot twist. So here's the deal. More and more young people are deciding to skip college and trade school for a more hands-on approach to work. They're ditching textbooks for tool belts and trade schools for trade jobs, like electricians, plumbers, and HVAC technicians. These jobs offer the promise of high pay, quick training, and an overall better shot at landing a job after graduation. It's hard to argue with the numbers. According to a survey conducted by the Harris Poll and commissioned by CAREERBUILDER.com, nearly half of American workers are planning to leave their current employer within the next 2 years. And Gen Z and millennials are leading the charge. About 64% of them intend to switch employers in the near future compared to only 38% of baby boomers. And the reasons for this trend are pretty obvious. The first reason, student loan debt. College tuition has skyrocketed, while wages have stagnated. The average student loan debt for a bachelor's degree hovers around $30,000. If you add graduate school, it can easily double. It's a lot of money that can be spent on buying a house, starting a family, or investing in your future. Trade jobs, on the other hand, require little to no upfront investment, meaning graduates can start earning immediately without the burden of monthly payments hanging over their heads. The second reason, job security. Trade jobs are often viewed as recession-proof. While some sectors suffer during economic downturns, essential services like plumbing and electrical work always need fixing. This stability translates into consistent employment and income, even when times are tough. Plus, as technology advances, many predict that certain trade jobs will become increasingly automated. For example, self-driving cars could reduce the demand for traditional mechanics. But the roles of electricians, plumbers, and HVAC technicians are likely to remain human-centric for the foreseeable future. Alright, now let's get to the meat of the story. Building inspectors, electricians, and plumbers currently face an unemployment rate of 7.2%, which is more than 3x higher than the national average of 2.0%. This means that for every 100 workers in these fields, roughly 7 are unemployed. It's a stark contrast to professions like budget analysts and financial analysts, who currently sit at about 2.0%. Electricians, plumbers, and building inspectors are struggling. Let's take a closer look at the numbers. According to Walthab's 2025 study, the entry-level job with the highest unemployment rate was building inspector at 12.2%. Electricians came in at 7.2%, and plumbers weren't far behind at 6.3%. Now compare that to the national average of 2.0%, and you can see that these trade jobs are significantly more vulnerable to unemployment. Why are trade jobs suffering? The reasons are complex. For starters, many of these positions rely heavily on the construction industry, which is notoriously cyclical. When the economy booms, construction takes off, but it's one of the first sectors to slow down when a recession hits. This boom-bust cycle leads to feast or famine, job security for many skilled tradespeople. Another issue is the lack of diversification. Electricians, plumbers, and building inspectors tend to specialize in one area, making it harder to pivot if their specific niche dries up. Consider this. If a downturn hits the solar panel installation market, a solar-focused electrician might find it challenging to switch to, say, installing traditional wiring. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. What about the argument that trade jobs are safer from automation? The reality is more nuanced. Yes, these careers involve manual labor, which makes them less susceptible to AI-driven automation compared to professions like truck drivers or factory assembly line workers. However, that doesn't mean they're immune. According to a recent report by McKinsey, 30 to 40% of tasks performed by building inspectors and electricians are susceptible to automation. This includes routine tasks like reading blueprints, and conducting visual inspections. With advancements in robotics and prefabrication, tasks previously requiring human touch are increasingly being taken over by machines. For instance, companies like Branch Technology use robotic 3D printing to fabricate entire wall sections in a factory setting, reducing the need for manual bricklaying or electrical wiring on construction sites. Moreover, AI-driven diagnostic tools are changing the game for electricians, allowing them to solve complex problems with greater speed and accuracy. Okay, let's talk about something else. Happiness. As it turns out, there's a stark contrast between the popular narrative of follow your passion and the reality of professional satisfaction. Interestingly, a study by Career Bliss found that building inspectors, electricians, and plumbers were among the least happy workers in America. Now you might be thinking, how can this be? After all, these jobs offer stability and a decent paycheck. Well, the answer lies in the often overlooked factors that contribute to job satisfaction. Here's the lowdown. Electricians are consistently ranked among the least happy workers in the United States. A survey conducted by Career Bliss revealed that they're in the bottom 10%. When it comes to job satisfaction, why the discontent? Let's break it down. First, long hours and physical strain. Being an electrician is not your typical 9-to-5 job. Electricians often work long hours, including weekends and evenings, to accommodate client schedules. The work is physically demanding, involving heavy lifting, awkward positions, and exposure to hazardous materials. This takes a toll on their bodies, leading to higher rates of musculoskeletal disorders and mental fatigue. Second, limited upward mobility. It's one of the key aspects of job satisfaction is the opportunity for growth and advancement. However, for electricians, the career trajectory can feel rather linear. Unlike many office-based jobs, there are fewer opportunities for promotions or leadership positions. Additionally, running your own electrical business requires significant capital investment, limiting the potential for entrepreneurship. Third, seasonal or volatile industries. Electricians working in sectors tied to discretionary spending, like construction or home renovation, face an additional layer of complexity. These industries are often cyclical, influenced by factors such as weather, economic conditions, and consumer confidence. This volatility can lead to inconsistent workloads and unpredictable income streams. Now let's shift our focus to building inspectors and plumbers, both vital professions that play a crucial role in ensuring our buildings and infrastructure meet safety standards. Yet despite their importance, these jobs also present unique challenges that contribute to the overall unhappiness among workers. Building inspectors face a unique set of challenges that impact their job satisfaction. First, public scrutiny. Building inspectors must strike a delicate balance between upholding safety codes and managing public perception. Making decisions that protect public welfare, such as rejecting unsafe construction, can sometimes put them at odds with developers, contractors, or homeowners. Balancing these competing interests can lead to stress and dissatisfaction. Second, physical demands and safety concerns. The job of a building inspector involves frequent site visits to various construction sites and properties. They need to climb ladders, crawl through tight spaces, and inspect roofs, all of which expose them to potential hazards. Dealing with these physical demands on a daily basis can take a toll on their health and contribute to unhappiness. Third, bureaucratic hurdles. Building inspectors often have to navigate complex zoning regulations, permitting processes, and safety codes. Upholding these standards while dealing with bureaucratic procedures can be frustrating and disheartening, especially when delays or denials are beyond their control. Plumbers face a different set of challenges that affect their job satisfaction. First, long hours and emergency calls. Plumbing issues don't adhere to a 9-to-5 schedule. Plumbers are often on call 24/7 to handle burst pipes, sewage line breaks, and other emergencies. This lack of predictable hours can disrupt their work-life balance and lead to exhaustion. Second, exposure to unpleasant elements. Plumbers work with wastewater, which exposes them to potentially hazardous and unpleasant substances. Dealing with sewage and other waste materials on a regular basis can be off-putting and affect their overall morale. Third, physically demanding work. Plumbing involves heavy lifting, bending, crawling, and working in cramped spaces. This physical strain can take a toll on their bodies over time, leading to discomfort and potential health issues. And here's the kicker. None of these three professions made it to the list of happiest careers. Yep, you heard that right. Not a single trade job cracked the top 50 in terms of happiness. In contrast, careers like software developer, medical and health services manager, marketing specialist, and financial analyst consistently rank among the happiest professions. What's common among these careers? High levels of autonomy, creative problem solving, continuous learning, and clear upward mobility. These factors contribute significantly to job satisfaction and overall happiness. To sum it up, the secret to a fulfilling career lies in finding the sweet spot between utilizing your natural talents, pursuing your passions, and meeting the demands of the job market. It's a balancing act that requires careful consideration of your skills, the interests, and the economic realities of the job market. And remember, the path to financial success is paved with knowledge, understanding, and adaptability. So keep learning, stay curious, and adjust your course as needed. Your financial future is in your hands. So take charge, make smart choices, and watch your wealth grow. Now here's a thought-provoking question for you. Are you satisfied with your current career choice? If not, what changes would you like to see or make? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for joining us today. Till next time, remember to stay curious, keep learning, and take charge of your financial future.